Okay, so we're going to be working with area. We're going to start off with area of rectangles and triangles. This is your title. So as I'm going along, please copy out the examples, pause if you need to, and then follow through. So this first example, we've got a rectangle with a length of 12, a width of 3. The area of a rectangle is the following: length times width. So our length we know is 12. Our width is 3, so we do 12 times 3, giving us a final area of 36 centimeters squared. It's important that we include our units and then know that when we're working with area, our units have to be units squared, so centimeters squared. Second example, our width here is 4.5 centimeters multiplied by 2.8 centimeters and then once we multiply these two together, we get a final answer of 12.6 centimeters squared. Example 3. So this is working backwards. So you're given the area is 65 centimeters squared. It tells you that the length is y, and then you have to multiply it by a width, which is 5. So how do we get the value of y? At the moment, it's multiplied by 5. So what we have to do is divide by 5 on both sides to get rid of it. Once we divide both sides by 5, on this side the 5 disappears, and then we're left with 13. So work out the size of y. Y is equal to 13, and our units are centimeters. Okay, now we're going to work out the area of a triangle. Again, pause if necessary, but copy out these examples as we're going along. So example 1, the area of a triangle, the formula is the following: your base times height divided by 2. Now it's important to understand what it means specifically by height. It always has to be a perpendicular height. What it means by perpendicular is it creates a right angle, so it's straight down triangle. A further example will help with this a little bit. So our base is 7. Our height is 4, so 4 times 7, or 7 times 4, divided by 2. So 7 times 4 gives us an answer of 28, divided by 2. So the area of this triangle is a total of 14 centimeters squared. Second example, so our base we know is 10. Our height, this is what I meant by perpendicular height. This is a slanted, okay? It's not straight. It doesn't create a right angle with another straight line. So your perpendicular height has to be that straight line that goes from one point to another and creates that right angle between two perpendicular lines. So 10 times by 5 divided by 2. So 10 times 5 is 50, divided by 2, giving you an answer of 25 centimeters squared. This is a worded question. These sometimes do come up in assessments and exams. So we've got a triangle has a base of 14 and a perpendicular height of 9. Find the area of the triangle. So I'm going to sketch a little triangle here just to make it a little bit easier. So we have a base of 14 centimeters, a perpendicular height of 9 centimeters. So our base is 14 times by 9 and then divided by 2. 14 times by 9 is 126, divided by 2, and our final area for this triangle is 63 centimeters squared. Final example, this is working backwards, so you're given the area and you're trying to find one of the missing lengths. So the area of your triangle is 21 centimeters squared, and you know that your base, which at the moment is y, multiplied by 6 divided by 2 will give you your area. So we have to work backwards here again. So first thing we have to do is get rid of that divide by 2. Now to get rid of divide by 2, we have to do the opposite, which is times 2. So we times both sides by the value of 2. Once we've multiplied both sides by the value of 2, we get 42 on one side and equals y times 6 on the other. Now we need to leave y on its own again, so there is another step we have to do. So at the moment it's y times 6, so to get rid of that 6, we have to divide by 6 on both sides. So y times 6 divided by 6 gives you y. 42 divided by 6 gives you a value of 7. So your length of the base is y is equal to 7 centimeters.